Good morning, church.
Good morning.
That was big. Let's try that again. Good morning, church.
Good morning.
Yes, it's a joy to welcome and Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Thank God for your presence and pray God's blessings upon all of you here this morning. Given that we are a small church, and I know everyone's name and street address. No, I don't. We always are delighted when we see new faces in the congregation. I want to take this opportunity to welcome David. That's the name that was given me. And may you just, and if you would, you don't have to, you can sit, just introduce yourself and say what brings you here today.
Okay.
Sure.
Hello, everyone. My name is David Kusuma. Very new to the area, just this 1 week. I started a new job in Westminster. I'm currently living temporarily in Hanover. I mean, just to give you a little bit of history, I attended years ago. I was actually born a Baptist, but years ago I was enrolled in an all-boys boarding school in Connecticut, an Episcopalian all-boys boarding school. So I've been coming to an Anglican church since then. I've been looking for a church like this, so I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Let us welcome our newest member, get him on the books. We have something, we say you come once, okay, that's fine. You come twice, you'll discover we're really nice, right? So welcome, and yes, I also reside in Hanover, so it's not a far drive, but I pray that your time with us is spiritually uplifting and strengthening, and we look forward, hopefully, to chatting more with you during the break.
Thank you.
All right, I also want to welcome no stranger to us, Jimmy, who has played the organ here for some time back in the past and has graciously offered his services as he is available. And I declare you will have every Sunday off for the rest of the... No. Jimmy is a pilot, and so of course is for Delta, right?
Right.
Delta, right. That's what we fly when we can't afford Southwest. No, nobody kidding. But welcome home, Jimmy. That's what I'm actually saying. Welcome home. Good to have you. And you will help us out. It's good to have you playing there. And unfortunately, on a very sad note, as most of you, if not all of you, I'm pretty sure, are very much aware. I was mentioning to the wife, it seems so strange as we are coming to church. The unfortunate demise of our dearly beloved organist, Ralph. I was able to spend some time with him last Sunday. Not conscious, but as I talked, I saw a foot move. And so in my thinking, he heard. And I thanked him on behalf of every member. And for these past 10 years that we've had together, and the 2 years he was here before that, and what he brought to our music ministry and to this church, I thanked him. There were 2 times Ralph and I disagreed in 10 years. Now, I don't know if that's a record, but I thanked him for those moments, and it was never any sort of, Lord, I just don't agree with that, you don't agree with that, and we left it as that. But I always said to him, he was always supportive. And I never, ever worried, will Ralph show to work? Will Ralph do his job? Will Ralph support me wherever? It didn't matter. And for someone in his 70s to have that humility to support and show that level of respect, that doesn't mean he didn't agree. He agreed with everything I did. But to show that level of respect for a young, still 20-something-year-old young man was profoundly touching. And it showed character and heart. And so today, as I will hopefully do next Sunday when more of the children are here, just offer a moment to say, To God be the glory. Well done, good and faithful servant. Ralph will be missed. As I walked in and I departed and nodded with the doctors and they looked at me, I knew that I would be going back. And it was within 3 hours that Diane had called me. And I returned on New Year's Eve to the hospital and spent several hours until they did what they had to. Let's just take a moment of silence to honor Ralph. Upon his soul and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God, may he rest in peace. Amen. Amen. I am so grateful that his final service was doing what he loved best, playing and supporting the children in their music ministry.
Do you know, like, that's one, not to interrupt, but like, obviously, like, most of the kids here, my kids are having a hard time with it, and I can probably speak for all of the children, all the parents, that all the kids are really struggling because he was so much part of their life. But Max keeps holding on to the fact that, like, he's the last kid that, I mean, Ralph spent like 50 years teaching children, right? And Max was the last kid that he asked to perform. And Max keeps being like, so I have to keep playing guitar because Mr. Ralph asked me to do that and I need to keep going.
Absolutely.
And I think that that just like speaks a million times more, like what he did for the kids here.
Absolutely.
That, like, it's beyond what
we can imagine and think. Yes, absolutely. Took them out in the community, you know, gave them a platform, concerts dedicated. Yes. So we'll meet with the choir after the service, and then throughout the week I will touch base with the parents of the children's choir and hopefully have a meet and greet with them next Sunday to discuss and to offer room to grieve. I want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to individuals who have responded so far to our challenge grant. Challenge grant of $30,000 was offered to us to make up the pledges, and of that, we know that whatever comes in will be matched. What's not, then will go away. But I want to say thank you to the donor, and I want to say thank you to families who have either increased their pledges or offered a one-time donation toward our grant. We are now at 11,300, so 18,000 more to go, and you'll be hearing more about that. You'll also hear more about some of the things that we have done at the annual general meeting in detail. The vestry will meet this week, and we'll discuss certain things, and then share with you where we are with that. So thank you, and no gift is too large to give. And there's always time. This goes away at the end of March. The challenge grant goes away at the end of March. And so let's take advantage of this opportunity to support St. George's Church and what we are doing. Most of you would have seen the calendar. If you have not received the calendar, let us know. We will give you hard copies. Please emphasize those dates, highlight them. Some things will change. Because, for example, on Palm Sunday, we did have a schedule. Ralph and I had been planning from last November a schedule concert and music and high tea in the afternoon. So certain things might change, but for the most part, those dates are set. Please, one or two, VBS, etc., if that happens. Please put those in mind because we're going to have to really promote and work together and act in solidarity. Anybody celebrating birthdays this week? or anniversaries. Okay. That being said, we resume Bible study this week, right? Bible studies. Just making sure, hold me accountable. Yes?
So Keenan's birthday is not this week, it's next Monday, but he won't be here next Monday.
Ah. So you know how to play Happy Birthday? If not, we'll just sing it.
You can sing it.
All right. How old are you going to be, Keenan?
Oh
my God.
Older one.
Find yourself 7 years younger than me. All right, we're going to sing Happy Birthday. I'm going to let the choir raise it because sometimes I raise it high, sometimes I raise it low. So, Debbie, yo, ready, and
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you.
oh my Lord, Keenan, 17. Oh,
You're so old.
your moms have a man on their hands. Well, all God's blessings in this 17th year. Live the moment. I was honored to preach at our clergy and lay leaders gathering this past week, and I reminded them of the need, especially in 2024, to stop and smell the roses, to appreciate the moment. Because 17 will soon be 18, and 18 will soon be 25, and 25 will soon be 30, right? I was just saying, a year ago, I was bouncing up and down in the gym, one meniscus tear, and now I hobble into the gym, right? So things change in the twinkling of an eye. All right. I think that's it for now. Our annual general meeting, please, if you have a report, bring it in by next Sunday. We really need to get this booklet out to everyone so that they can read ahead of our annual general meeting, which is on the 28th of this month. If you are able to be here, we look forward to your presence. With that said, yes, Bob?
We have adult forum.
An adult forum is today, yes. Adult forum is today. Jim, confirm that.